Hello, friends. How are you? So let's do the usual check. Can you see me and can you hear me? That is the most important ones. Hi, how are you? Hope you had a fantastic weekend, or at least an acceptable one. So, yeah, let me know how you're doing and if you can hear me well. That is important, otherwise, I'm just talking to myself, and that's boring. So, yeah. Let's see, who is in here? Hi, Catherine. You've been in the hospital for 6 weeks. Oh, I'm glad you're home. Beth Ann, Dawn, Nina, hi. Yeah, Dawn. We hope you feel better, Catherine. And you're in a boot. I'm sorry. I hope you get some help with the managing of your pain. I mean, I know what it's like. But the doctors today are amazing with, especially if you find a pain doctor, they are amazing at finding the right medicine. So, yeah. So how is the rest of you? I hope you're okay. I have a sore throat today, so I'm like, hey, Francesca. Francesca, I totally forgot about your email. I'm so sorry. I will look at it right after the live. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Yeah, so my throat is a little sore, so I'm drinking tea today. No coffee. I mean, Francesca, my little mind has been filled with all the things going on right now. See, even my hair is looking, I don't know. Usually I braid my hair again on Sundays, but just before the live. But we haven't been home. I mean, we went out to visit David's mom at the recreation training center that she's at, and we just came home an hour ago and we had to get dinner, so it's been a little hectic, but yeah, she's thankfully doing a lot better than last we saw her. So yeah, more colors. And hey, Kat, how are you doing? I mean, none of the others have told me how they're doing, even though I'm asking. So yeah, that has been my day today, and then the usual Sunday cleaning, and then we spent some time in the living room with the kitties, and they enjoyed it. I was just laying on the couch, and every cat was just, "Hey, Linda." Yeah, Francesca, we're seeing all Dawn's beautiful diamond painting progress. It is, I love watching. Well, I love watching everyone's. And Dawn, those beautiful, beautiful jewelries. Oh my God. I love them. Especially the hearts. They're so beautiful. So, yeah. Do you still do your jewelries, Dawn? Your toe is almost healed, Nina. I'm happy to hear it. Hey, Paige. And Kat is doing well. I'm happy to hear that. And Dawn is diamond painting. Anthony, hi. How are you doing? Welcome. I am going to watch your vlog later. So, ooh, Dawn, I might have to buy some of those jewelries. They're so beautiful. And I also have to watch Anthony's review. He's done with his um cross stitch conversion, and it is amazing. I love it. I mean, some people might be a little squeamish because there is a chopped off head and snakes everywhere, but I love it. Francesca is diamond painting as well. You finally finished the seer? Ooh, Laloon. Francesca, I was wondering, how is the symbols on your canvas? Because I was watching in, was it Diamonds and Emeralds, that someone has just purchased the first one from Diamond Shop, and the symbols were, I mean, I couldn't even see what they were supposed to be. So that is just okay, Don. I'll let you know. I need to take a look at them again. But oh no, what did you do, But I'm so sorry. If you don't want to write it in here, just text me. I hope you feel better soon. And then you even had to leave home. It's okay. I have Dawn in here. I'm sure it'll be okay. So yeah. And I hope that Edward and Elizabeth is gonna show up. Morgana, hi. See, but it's okay. I have Dawn and Morgana to show up all the links and stuff like that. Francesca, well, we will see. I am not in production yet with diamond paintings. I'm working on rendering and having samples made. I can't wait to see your samples. Oh, I can't wait to see them. Hopefully, I'll be able to get one of your diamond paintings and show it. What did you miss, Catherine? The lives? Well, we missed you as well. So yeah. Oh, I'm a little. Yesterday, I was with a friend at a. In Danish, it's called a knit fest, fiber fest, maybe fiber party. It's where all the little, small businesses with yarn, which is hand dyed, they can show up, and people who make project bags and making bags out of leather and making the little markers. And it was so, hey Caden, welcome. Elizabeth and Edward, hi, welcome. So we were there for, I don't know, 3 hours or so. And I just loved walking around, touching all the yarn and feeling, I particularly like a mix of silk, cashmere, and baby alpaca. That is so soft. I mean, I could just stuff it in everywhere and wear it as clothes. It is so beautiful. Oh, Berta, you forgot to take your meds? Oh no. And you didn't even take your night. I mean, you need to take even the nighttime because that is bad. I have sometimes forgot to take my medicine. And with the stuff that I'm getting, I can't recommend that either. No, 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 no. Yeah, it isn't. It is. So what did Francesca said? Yes, it is exciting, but also very frustrating. I have just experienced a major setback and lost my website programmer. No. Oh no, Francesca, I'm so sorry. But you did have a lot of problems with this one. Oh, I'm so no, but I'm sorry. You need to set some alarms on your phone. I have that. So that 4 times a day it rings the bejesus out of me, and I'm like, okay, done. I need to take my medicine. So it's okay, Caden. Thank you, Dawn. It isn't a sweater, it's a dress, and I made it myself. This is home knitted. So yeah, can I move this far enough away? Yeah. Maybe it's more of a tunic than a dress, but I made it myself. Oh, it was paste. It was so much amazing yarn. The only issue is it's expensive, and I don't have the money for that. I mean, one skein of yarn is uh, around $40 to $50 for one skein of yarn. But yeah, but it was fun, and I was there with a dear friend who's also a knitter. Thank you, Beth Ann. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, Morgana, I hate it too when I forget to take it. And I'm just, yeah, Kath, that is expensive. Um, and even when I know that the yarn that you see there, which is also 50 gram and is a mixture of wool and cotton, which is that is around that is around $4. I mean, that is quite a difference, right? So yeah, no, Kate, I haven't gotten any new diamond paintings. Not really. I mean, I have all my diamond paintings that I need to get done. So nope, no new ones. Not this week. And even this week's diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club wasn't. Yeah, I like the Spangler one, but it's around. Hey Anna. So I got Edward and Elizabeth in here because I needed to show something to Edward because this is almost done, and I made a mess in my bag. See, it's project bags like this that they sold yesterday. This wasn't bought yesterday, but you have a poll type question, Francesca. How many hours of non-stop diamond painting do you think it would take me to finish a 50 by 70? Um, Non-stop diamond painting. Uh, I don't know. If I would diamond paint for 24 hours a day, maybe, but I'm a slow and I'm mostly single place. Maybe 10 days. How about the rest of you? Elizabeth, Edward, are you still in here? Elizabeth, even if you did it nonstop, I mean, without breaks, because when I did this one, which is a 50 by 70, that one took me a month to do, but that was, a few hours here and there. Yes, thank you, Berta. Check out the Enablers Outpost and check out my latest unboxing because I did show one of the diamond paintings. It's okay, Berta. Thank you. Yeah, maybe look, Edward. It is almost done. I am up here making some yellow, so I'm almost done. And this is how much I need to do: one red, one yellow, and then this red, and I'm done. It's okay. So, Edward, take a look. Ugh. Is this a good size for you, Edward? Ah, thank you. Is this a good size? I mean, it is a double scarf, so it is quite warm. Oh, he loves it. I'm happy. Yay. Yeah, you see right there? No. So, like this, and then you still have it down to here. It will be around here. He said yes. Okay. Well, then, in reality, if I knit it without any breaks, I might be done, I don't know, latest Wednesday? Thank you. Oh, thank you, Francesca and Paige. I just love knitting them. And I need to do a bandana for Apollo. But I need to find another yarn than the one that I showed you, Anthony, if you're still in here, because the yarn that I showed you need to be washed on a wool program. And if I knit it in cotton, you'd just be able to throw it in the washer if it's dirty, which I think is a good idea when you're out in the dirt and the mud. Thank you. Yeah. Caden, I saw your question. And most of my mods have been here quite a while. So if you show up, constantly, then I'll make you a mod too. You just need to be here a little more than the few times you've been here, but I would absolutely make you a mod after a little while. Thank you, Morgana. Yes, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It helps me. So yeah. So it won't be long before I can ship out that scarf for him. And it is so delicious. It is soft and it's like it still has wool in it. So it is nice and warm. And I mean, I love the colors. I even have the same color in my dress. See? Yeah. Great minds think alike, Madonna and Morgana. But yeah, I think this dress, I think this one took me about a month and a half to knit, and I didn't knit, consistently. Thank you, Elizabeth. It is comfy. This was a test knit that I did for a inclusive designer. She made this dress can be used for women who has a bust circumcision of 160 centimeters. So yeah. No, Kaden, no strangling. Strangling is forbidden. Is Anthony still in here? Yeah, no. Strangling is forbidden, Kaden. We don't have that here. Andy, hi! Is spring here? No. I mean, it hasn't been that cold today, but you're there. Okay. I need to find some cotton yarn that'll match Apollo. So since I'm pretty sure you don't want to start up a wool wash program just for one bandana, that'll be. I didn't. She already said it. She said it. Where did Elizabeth say that she could strangle him? I don't read that, Kagan. Yeah. Oh, you are walking Apollo? Where are you today, Anthony? I would love to know where you were. You did, Elizabeth? I didn't see that. Yes, Apollo is a mascot for diamond painters. Oh, I got a picture from Anthony. Out and about, I'm guessing. Look at him, the baby, the mascot. Look at him saying hi. He's such a pretty dog. I love watching him when he's out and about. Hey, Robbie, how are you? You have lots of cotton? I mean, I do have a lot of cotton myself, but I need to find the right color. Yes, he is beautiful, Apollo. I remember right about when Anthony started his channel, it's around the same time he got Apollo, and it was just a little baby. Okay, better leg away. Do some diamond painting. So, Robbie, how are you doing? Good. Oh, you just got up? You slept in, didn't you? Light blue. Hold on a second. Because Anthony and I found the color, but this is cotton wool. This is the color again. I will send you the picture. This is kind of like a dusty blue. I will send you the picture. You know, Robbie, I slept in as well. I didn't get up until 10:30. So, but I do that every morning. That is my life. David is working so late, so yeah. I love it better that I'm gonna try. So yeah. Oh, do you remember we talked about when I made my tea that I made Earl Grey with these these hard candy. These, do you know them? Do you have them? Oh, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better. Dawn, why are you up that early on a Sunday? Hmm? Okay, Nina. Well, I'll send you a picture of the color. But I don't know. Do you have these? You don't have them? You don't even have them, Paige? It is eucalyptus menthol hard candy. So I just take some Earl Grey tea and I dump a few of them in there. You don't have those. Hmm. Do you have eucalyptus menthol hard candy? Maybe they'll work as well. Because these in a tea and it just butters your throat. Yes, exactly, Elizabeth. Because I don't, a lot of people say drink some tea with honey in it, and I don't like honey. So I just dump these in and it butters my throat. And it's amazing and it tastes amazing. But, no other teas than Earl Grey. I tried with strawberry tea and yuck. Darn, your cat woke you up. See, that is why we don't have cats in the bedroom. Mm-mm. Yeah, Paige, I mean, we can even buy them here in Denmark, but most times we just buy them in Germany. Elizabeth, if you want to, I can send a handful with the scarf if you want to try them. They're even good, just if you have a regular sore throat. This is my go-to. Mm, yeah, maybe you could check online. I don't know. I just buy them when we're in Germany. You don't have them in either, Angie. Mm, maybe it's a European thing. I mean, I have seen them. I haven't seen them in Turkey, but otherwise I have seen them in. Catherine, your careers comes at 7 in the morning. What is careers? Or carers? Or the one who take care of you at 7? I would be moody if someone woke me up at 7. I'm sorry, but yeah, maybe Francesca. Have you seen them before when you lived over here? Because I've talked to a lot of people and they all know them. So maybe it is. Maybe they just look different. I don't know. They are always in our house because, yeah, they have them in Italy and Germany. Yeah, I'm. I got to know them in Germany, not when I lived there, but as a child when we went in there. Paige, you're happy if you get to sleep until 7. You have young children, right? Because then that is why. Which is one of the reasons I'm happy we don't have kids. I'm not a morning person. Mm-mm. Yeah, toddler. Yeah. I mean, how old do the kids need to be before you can tell them when you have to be at 8 o'clock before I want to see you? I mean, you can't teach them, right? Do they need to be 3, 3.5? I don't know. I have to check with Rosa when she's a little older. If she understands, take a look at the clock, and when the little is on this and the big is on that, I don't know. I know people who have actually 14. No, I know people who taught their young kids that because the kids got up at 5 or something and they were like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So you need to look at the clock, and when the little is on 8 and the big on 12, then you can come in and wake me. Before that, no, no, no. You can turn on the TV, you can have your iPad, you can play with your toys, but I'm sleeping. And I love that idea. Why would the parents have to get up at the crack of dawn just because the kids want to? No. I mean, I remember when I was still working and I had to get up when I cleaned at the hospital, I needed to be in there by 5 in the morning. So sometimes I have to get up at 4, and I'm like, no. Yeah, I know, Nina, but you don't need to know what time it is. You can just show them. I mean, I don't think that is just in Denmark. I mean, that is kids all over the world. They have no idea how to read an analog watch. So, and I think it's kind of sad. I mean, what if all the electronic one breaks down? Mhm. It is the same. I've seen videos on YouTube or Facebook as well, where grown-ups take stuff from our childhood and show to their kids, the teenagers, and they have no clue how to use them. One of the videos was, the regular phone we had back then that you plugged into the wall, and the kids needed, what you need to turn to dial, and the kid needed to figure out how to call a person because they still had a landline. They just had that old phone that they needed to find out, and then they could call, I don't know who. Yeah, exactly, a landline phone, but an old one. And the kids were told, you can call grandma, but you just have to use this phone. And the kids, I mean, the video went on for 10 minutes, and they tried to push down on the dials, and it was so funny. And then they picked up the receiver, and they were like trying to take it to the ears and say the phone number. Oh my god. I was laughing and my belly hurt. And I'm like, I mean, how no, not stupid, but um I don't know what the word would be. What is the word? Help me. Um Ignorant maybe. But again, I mean, think we have had cell phones forever, Um, I remember a big child asking me, what kind of cell phones did you have when you were a child? And I'm like, we didn't have cell phones. I'm like, how old are you? I'm like, thank you. I'm not that old. A what, Francesca? I don't even know what that is. Maybe I know it in Danish, but no. Oh yeah, Nina, that one was good when they need to figure out to watch an old time videotape. I love these videos. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, Francesca, an ancient calculator. Uh, is that the one where you had to do this whenever you put in a number, and then at the end you have to for it to calculate? Or is that an even? Uh, but I forgot to take a painting of my app. I think was one of the ones I gave you. Flintstone. Yes, I got a Flintstone. It is right there. Yeah, Francesca, you can send it on Instagram and then I can show it. Is that it, Nina? We had those in school where you just push the little thingies around and you learn to add and subtract that way. We had those in the youngest classes, I think. Oh yeah, well we had those in school. So I mean, we used those in school in the youngest classes. That is how we learned to add and subtract. Yeah. Don't you have those anymore? I even think most kids has one of those still. To move them. Yeah, we. I mean, I think my niece has one of those even. So maybe it's just we're not that modern or something over here. Yeah, I think because If you see the picture that Dawn put in, that is the one. I loved playing with those as a child and counting. I mean, that is why I could count before I got to school. I mean, high numbers, and I could do simple, 5 plus 9 is and stuff like that because I used one of those. But yeah, Francesca, if you could attach pictures, that would be awesome. That would be amazing. So, so everybody, did you see the video that Anthony did where he was having Apollo's birthday? Yeah, exactly, Nina. We used those in school. 5 plus 9 is 21, Caden. I think you need to go back to school. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Maybe, no, not even with taxes, that would be 21. No. Caden, you need your school money back, I think. Oh, question. Because I've been thinking about this. So I know that you have primary and middle school, but do you have to pay those? I mean, I know you have to pay to go to university and college, but do you have to pay for the younger? Berta told you that's the. Yeah, that is with a lot of interest. I don't think Berta is. Yeah, yeah. Caden, 1 and 1 is 3. It's the same. 2 and 2 is 5. That included. So you need to add the VAT. You don't have to pay. So not for primary and middle school. I was just, yeah, public school is free. You do not pay for public grade or middle school, but you can pay if you choose to send your children to private schools. That is the same as here. Private school costs money, but public school. But even when we go to college or something like that, it is free. And if you are more than 18, you can get paid to go to school. Your taxes pay for children to go to school. Okay. Okay. I was just wondering because you have to pay for so much that we don't have to. So, yeah. At least that one is cool. Otherwise, it would be so expensive. Yeah, private schools. I mean, private schools are very popular here because the classes are often, smaller or the level is a bit higher. Yeah, your taxes are lower, but I would rather pay higher taxes and then get free health care. I mean, I saw someone write how much he had to pay for giving birth, and I was like, yikes. You don't use uniforms? Well, some schools do. Or is it just private schools? I mean, we don't have uniforms at all. Here, kids can wear basically what they want to. Some places have, modesty rules, like girls can't come to school with hot pants and you can't wear a tops down to here. Exactly. We have so much covered by taxes, but not dental, which is so weird that we have to pay for dental care. Okay, Morgana. Yeah. Sometimes it would be a lot easier if it was the same all over, but it is not. So you have free healthcare page. You can't wear Daisy Dukes to school, Caden. Yeah, Morgana, but you have to pay for that insurance as well. Oh, okay. But that is mostly because of your work, right? I remember when I had my neck surgery, I was in a group for other people with clipper fail syndrome who had a surgery pretty much like mine. Um, oh, okay, Paige. I just saw someone wrote that she had to, even though it was a normal birth, no need for admitting or anything, that she had to pay like $5,000 or $6,000, and I was like, yikes! It's not because of your work, but I would have thought that. So anyway, my neck surgery, before insurance for her, um, was, I mean, it was more than $200,000 for a surgery like mine, and she was in the hospital a few days shorter than me, and I was like, damn. Sure, Nina, you can. But I was then she had to pay, I don't know, like 50 or 60 thousand dollars for that surgery because her insurance covered the rest, and I was like, that is a lot of money for a surgery. Oh, but that is cool. I have heard before that that the Indian healthcare is it's so much better, but in some places you have to live in that, it is not called a community, but that um, word is gone, in that area that they live in. The word is gone. Sorry. I hopefully you know what I mean. Reservation. Exactly. Thank you, Beth. Traveling young. Okay. Reservations. Yeah. But I had heard that before, that in those reservations that is the healthcare is so much better. Well, that at least is good. So I am now more than halfway through my diamond painting. And I've tried, people have told me, to leave the canvas without cover for a while, and that didn't do the trick. But it's okay. It's okay. And my little boat truckle has a face. He's so cute. Even though I am still wondering about Teddy, but yeah. Our reservation is so run down, I feel bad for them, but they won't fix it. Why? Is it because they feel like they should fix them and care for them alone? I mean, it is people who made the reservation. I mean, the Indians were there first. So, yeah. That is cool, but no, I know you don't live in a reservation. I was just, some places I've heard that you have to live in one to get that better care. Yeah, I guess in Alaska there is a lot of smaller communities, right? Unless you live in the big cities, of course. It is so crazy. Uh, I talked to Angie. I've seen both you and Elisa have shown the DP Diamond Pain DP Gals creation, and then I went in to look at them, and I was like, they don't ship to Denmark. So I wrote her. I was like, would you maybe consider? And she's looking into it now because everybody has praised them. So yeah, this is so crazy with this canvas. Usually, I love using the super sticky, and I can't. Yeah, she is quite new, Angie. I know that. This is why I think I could just write, and then maybe make her aware that people from I don't know, out of North America might be interested as well. Kat, I used to work at Bartlett Hospital years ago. You miss Juno? You worked there as well, Kat? Did you know that the last time I checked on Google Maps, I think it shows our house from a while ago, unless they updated it? That is cool. I mean, on Google Maps, you can see our house as well. Yeah, I know, Angie, that she's in Canada. Yeah, that is cool, Berta. Next to where you work. Oh, I thought you were at the hospital, Berta. But maybe that's just me misunderstood something. That would be typical me. I tend to misunderstand. Kat, where do you live precisely? I forgot. You have told me. I know you have. But I forgot. That is the pain brain. I've been talking a lot with Elisa, you know, trying to not help out, but, talk about what it's like to live with pain. And I mean, I've been living with it for so long, I can't remember anything else, but she's fairly new, even though she's been there for a few years. So, yeah. But I like that you get a lot of small shops, even in Canada. Oh, okay, better. So they have their own building next to the hospital? I wonder how you pronounce that. I would say search, but then you need to move the C and H. Oh, you live in Arizona. Yeah, I think I remember that. Back in the 90s, I was a teenager back then. Many buildings. That is cool, Berta. That would be like the hospital where I had my surgery back in 16. That is like, oh, it is such? Oh, but the hospital where I was operated, they have a main building, and then they have like not a million, but like 20 little buildings with, one is where you go if you have your molds checked out, and one is for oh, I don't know, pain clinic, and yeah, it is. I think it's cool with all these little buildings, but not all of them had elevators, which made it difficult for some patients. But maybe they would just have meetings in the big hospital if there was needed. I don't know. I can still walk on stairs. I just need a little more time. So yeah. Oh, we just saw photos today of David's uncle and his girlfriend. They are, where was it? It's down by the Adriatic Sea, and they were walking between olive trees, and it just looked amazing. And we were talking about, oh, it would be nice, to just travel again and just, see the entire world. Oh, Croatia, they're in Croatia right now. And they were just walking between these olive trees, and I was like, oh, I would love to go see that. And David would be like, yeah, when we're getting to 60 or something, we sell the house, find an apartment, and then we can see the entire world. I'm like, okay, I'm game. We just need to have no more cats. But we have the four we have now. I think they'll last us, 20 years or so. Thank you, Berta. I will absolutely check that out. I will look at that after the live. And it has a picture on the cover where you live. Cool. I will look into that. Can you see what this says? Yeah, can you? I have two of these mugs. I have this one, proud to be a knitter, and then one of them is the other one is like, talks of the hand, I'm knitting. I bought this in it's kind of like a dollar store, just a bit more expensive. And I got these two, and then I bought a bunch for my knitting club, so they all got them for Christmas. Yeah, Francesca, it is very cool. I love learning new stuff all the time. I was joking with David when we drove home from his mom's. It's like there is at the oil refinery where he used to work, and they had this big tent in there. And I was like, I wonder what's in it. And David was like, maybe it's some storage. I remember this tent being over by the storage before, and maybe they just moved it. And I was like, yeah, maybe. I mean, we have a friend who works in there, comes in there. So, like, maybe I'll ask him. And he was like, yeah, okay. And I was like, yeah, because I'm curious, but I have never been that before. I mean, this is something completely new. I've never been curious a day in my life. And he just looked at me. Just, what? I'm not curious at all. I mean, you are not allowed to lie. I'm not lying, and I'm just twisting it just a little. Yeah, I've been curious my entire life. I want to know everything. It can be a problem sometimes, being that curious. But how else are you supposed to know stuff and learn stuff if you're not curious? I don't know. Oh, my nose is itching. You too, Dawn? Yeah. You need to learn, right? That is also how I learn, how to knit different stuff. I mean, the the sweaters for Berta's dogs, I've never tried that before, and I'll start those after. And I've never knitted a bandana before, like the one I will do for Apollo. Yeah, Nina, that is a good way to say it. I'm not curious, you just want to know everything. Yeah, Francesca, it is cool to be a lifelong learner. Even though, I'm at home all the time, I still do Google searches and read books and yeah, I'm I'm interested in life and the world and how things work. I mean, what makes the internet tick? How did we invent I don't know what. And why did we invent it? I mean, even take Coca-Cola. That wasn't made for consumption, that was medicine in the beginning. Which is like, okay, so how did we change it from medicine to consumption? So yeah, I believed in the beginning when it was still some medicine, it had cocaine in it, hence Coke, which is like, yeah, I don't think they use that anymore. I mean, no. Francesca, I saw a peculiar but amazing documentary today about an octopus. Octopus. Ooh, I would love to see that one. What's so funny is my pups are so small. Yeah, I will be done with those sweaters in, well, maybe not 2.5 seconds, but yeah. But I also think that I have to change the pattern a little because the pattern is for a tad bigger dogs, even the small ones. So I need to knit on maybe smaller needles for it to fit. Maybe I don't know. I have to get started on it and then see the sizes, which is, some people find it annoying, but if you want them to fit, then you have to start and then you need to rip it all up again, to frock it as it is called. I love that. Because when you have to knit backwards, or rip it up, it's like you frog it, because rip it up, like rip it. That was the first time I heard it, was like, why is it called frog? Then people said ribbit, ribbit. That is just silly. Thank you, Beta. Yeah, I hope so too. I still need to do the cross stitch one, I think, for 12 man. And I need to go check, Francesca, if we have that on the Danish Netflix. That is no guarantee. Oh, really, Nina? I did not know that. Digestive was invented to help the bowel movement. Hmm, I didn't know that. Thank you. I did not know that. Hmm, I wonder how. I know that there are like lots of fibers and stuff. Hmm. Yeah, the unknitting thinking. Yeah. And first time I heard that, I was like, what? Think? What? There are so many cool words in English for knitting terms, and I'm like, no, I did not, Berta. What did you not tell me? So tell me. Awesome news. I love hearing awesome news about you, Berta. Nina, do you mean knitting backwards? Hmm, maybe, I don't know. It's the same, you have a PhD when you knit, because it's a project half done. Oh, okay, Nina, I did not know that. Laxatives. Can you hear that? That is David making soda. I know some people know. Spill the news if you know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, Nina. I did not know that. Tell me, Berta. Oh, Morgana, do you know? Then tell me. Tell me, tell me. You're tired of typing, Berta? It's okay. You did also say that you wanted to try to leg. My tea is getting cold. Well done. Tell me. Yeah, to think is to knit backwards. No, you're not, Berta. You just want to be a part of it. Berta, that is amazing. Yay. Imagine all that diamond painting you can do in that time. Yay. I'm happy for you, Berta. That would be amazing. Kind of like a holiday. So do you then get to work from home, or just no work? Yeah. Oh, you deserve that, Berta. You need some time alone. I mean, the last time you had a few days off, you weren't home at all. You were in Texas. Okay, Berta, that is cool. I mean, you when you're done, you can just be with your stuff. I think that would be my issue, is that I would be away from my stuff. I mean, that is why I like being in a house. I mean, this is where my stuff is. Why would I want to go everywhere else? This is, I have my stuff here. Yes, Morgana, it's going to be awesome. And she can look at all her diamond paintings and all her pens and I don't know what. It'll be cool. I wonder if I wonder if Elizabeth is still here or they fell asleep. They often watch lives on the television. Poor them having to look at my face that big. Yeah, Morgana. But I mean, if you're used to it, then it won't be as tiresome, I think. And if you just traveled regularly, oh, I would love that. But I've heard a lot of people say that travel for work gets kind of tiresome after a while. Then it's just meh. You just miss the dad and the babies. You had everything with you? Yeah, maybe. I would miss my bed and my duvet. I would miss David. It's okay, Angie. Ma- exactly. I mean, flying is just like, yeah, I do that every time. And I'm like, oh, I love flying. Well, I love the starting sequence of flying. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could do that all day. The only thing is that my ears get stuffed or what you call them, and I can't regulate. You know, when people do like this at their nose and then pop your ears, I can't do that because it hurts like beep. Which is also why I can't go scuba diving or diving because you need to be able to regulate the pressure. And I remember, years and years ago, when I had a lot of issues with my ears, I have a doctor say, you just need to regulate your ears like 5 or 6 times a day. And after a few days, I talked to the doctor and I'm like, is it supposed to hurt like someone is stabbing your ears? And he was like looking at me like, no. So yeah, well then I think I need to stop because it hurts really, really bad. So yeah. Often what I do in planes though is I have hard candy in my mouth or I drink something. Skydiving. Maybe that'll be fun. Just wondering if they allow that with a bad neck. I don't know. See, Nina, I do love, being up there and looking down at the doll world down there. But takeoff is my favorite. My brother doesn't like that. He just yeah, Don, that is mostly because of my KF clipple fail syndrome, most likely. The entire ear, all the little bones and stuff, could be, I don't know, mixed up or I missed something. That is also why I have the infection a million times as a child. I I still have to go to an ear doctor to get it checked out. See, I need to do a lot of stuff. Oh, okay, Nina. Maybe I need to look into it. No, Morgana. I don't think I've ever been in Jenny's life. Have I? I don't know. What story did you tell? Okay, Nina, you can do that. Sure. I mean, there is a lot of stuff that I can't do. Like, I love going to like Disney World or stuff like that, just in Denmark, like Tivoli. But a lot of the rides I can't do because if something was to happen, then they would say, not our fault. I won't believe it. Then tell me, Morgana, and I will let you know if I believe it or not. So yeah, there are so many of these. When I was a kid and I didn't know that I have Klippel-Feil syndrome, I would just go to the rides, and the wilder the better. But we have one of those when where you go up and very high up and then it just drop you. I would love to try that one, but I can't. I mean, like I would have to sign like a million papers before going up. No, that is not worth it. And I don't even know how I would react because I haven't been in one of those for, I don't know, 20 years or so. Again, on the way home the other evening, I saw this woman out on her deck, totally naked. She had her arms straight up in the air, living her best life. Well, one, that must be very cold, depending on where you live. Two, yay her. I mean, I would look a little, but then, you know, maybe not, Nina. I would love to skydive. I mean, you do have the tandem ones, but I don't know, Nina, because there is something about the when you jump out and the minute that they release the parachute, that gives a whoop. Like, I don't know. Morgana, in Denmark, that would be illegal. Isn't that crazy? You have to. I mean, one thing if you did it in her own garden, back gardening, that wouldn't be illegal because there are people like you could just stop looking, but on her own house. But if you would go out to the front garden and just strip, that would be illegal. That would be, oh, what's the word? I don't know. Yeah, the yank might be a problem, Nina. I don't know. I don't know. But I would love to skydive. But then again, then we have it. I would love to go so high up that that you would have to wear all sorts of protection gear just because I would want to be there forever. McAnna, you had to do a double take. It was a bit chilly. I'm sure the neighbors got an eyeful. Blooding, yes, that's right, Paige. That would actually be illegal here. I mean, if you walk around naked in your house, then the police would say, then why did you look into her house? I mean, that is private area. Yeah, indecent exposure. Yeah. I have, I mean, we have the National Naked in Your Garden Day. I guess it's all over the world. But I have some friends who every year do this. They get pictures and you can't see anything, right? You will the intimate body parts is hidden behind bushes or flowers and stuff like that, so you can't see anything, but you can clearly see that they're naked. And they do this every year on that National Naked in Your Garden Day, and it is so fun. Some people are so offended by it every year, and I'm like, but you know that it is this day, so why did you drop by? I mean, I think it's amazing. No heights for you, Angie? You have to talk yourself into the chairlift for skiing. Yeah. Hmm, that would be fun. I would just forget to get off it again. I've never tried one of those chairlifts because I don't ski. I mean, I wrote to Anthony a little while ago when he took us skiing that I was cold and needed a sweater from just looking at the video. And I know that he took off clothes because, of the moving he got hot, but I was I was freezing just looking at it. I mean, like, I need a sweater. Where's my sweater? Maybe I could just have taken on Edward's scarf. I mean, I am going to wash it before it goes. You need to spill some tea, Berta? Well, spill it. Don, your husband and I used to go to a nude beach. Ooh, that would be awesome. I mean, yeah, like you said, it would be freeing because, and that is the weird thing. People who haven't been to a nude beach kind of thinks, that people are staring, ooh, he has a big one. Ooh, that is a small one. And her breasts are not the same. That is what I have heard other people think about the nude beach. But in reality, you're not looking. I mean, it is people, Better! I did not know that. Naked? That is ew. Are you sure? Is that healthy? In Chicago, we do the polar plunge. I don't. But they go to the lake in freezing weather for the Special Olympics. I wonder what that is, Linda. I mean, we do have people here who go bathing every day of the year. My mom does that. And they advise that when the water gets below a certain degree, that you do it naked so that the swimsuit don't freeze to your body. Yeah, just outside the main road. Yeah, exactly, Don. Nobody would stare. I mean, don't tell. Okay, but I won't tell. Can I tell you a secret back? I do the same. I shower with no clothes on. Yeah, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Is it shocked or shocked? Shocked, right? The way the page wrote it? I don't know. Angie, we have a nude beach in Vancouver. It's popular. I'm not interested in getting those areas sunburned. I mean, you can just put on some sunscreen, Angie. I mean, and if you go from the beginning of the season, then you could just get a tan. I mean, a polar plunge. Is it like going to go swimming every day, despite the weather, or is polar plunge something else? Exactly, Morgana. Berta's secret is safe with us. Exactly, Francesca. What happens in my life stays in my life. Because we aren't that many here, so I found out, well, I didn't find out, but I noticed that my very, very first video where I tell about myself and my history for getting my diagnosis and everything, that one has been seen like a gazillion times the past month or so. And I'm still wondering, I wonder why. I mean, I have gotten a lot more followers, but the video has been showed, I don't know, 500 times by now, and I have less than 300 followers. So I'm like, I wonder. Shugeth. Okay. Thank you, Paige. Shakespearean spigot. We have polar swims on New Year's Day at the beach. Yeah, so kind of like winter bathing, right? I would say. People jump in the river on January 1st. That is how my mom started. For a few years, she would go to the beach on the 1st of January and then jump into the water. She did that for a few years. And then she got talking with some of the winter bathers, as they call it here. And now she's joined this club, and they go down there every day, and then they go to the water, go in, take a hot bath, and then they drink coffee, chocolate, and talk. So it's like, Yeah, you're outside of Pittsburgh. Pocono Mountains. That is the name. I'm thinking about popcorn every time. I know it's not, but yeah. Linda, I know a lot of people don't like nudity. I don't have a problem with it. Growing up with my mom, had these nude statues. I had one of those as a teenager. It was art to me. Yeah. I mean, big secret as well, which isn't a secret. When I get up in the morning, I walk around the house in my birthday costume. I mean, I'm not ready to get closed for about half an hour. I'm just me. Okay, Paige. You know, but I'm just wondering why all of a sudden, I mean, the video for me when I made it, it was interesting and try kind of educational maybe. But I wonder what makes so many people see it. Maybe other people who have recently been diagnosed with clitoral fail. It's just a lot of people. But I'm happy you enjoyed it, Paige. I mean, you do get to know me quite a lot in that video. Yeah, educational. That is what I wanted. What did Andy? Everyone runs into the water from the sand into the ocean, dunks themselves, and then runs back out. A lot of people do this to cheer in the new year. Really, Berta, they dress up in crazy outfits like Halloween and do the polar plunge. But don't you have these communities that does it every day? Morgana doesn't have a problem with nudity either. I was just a little. I mean, yeah, of course, it would be shocking just out of the blue, and you don't expect it to see it, in the middle of a community. I mean, I would look as well, again. I was like, did I just see that? And I was like, nah, okay, but Angie, it had a naked boob. I have to see that still. I haven't seen it yet, but there's a lot of videos that I need to see. I just haven't gotten to it. Yeah, because yesterday I was tired after my adventure at the Fiber Festival. So I basically slept most of the evening. I was that's cool, Angie. I was like sitting in here and David was like, so how much did you get gutting? And I was like, not a lot because I was sitting here sleeping. Thank you, Angie. So yeah. And it's so silly for people when people don't understand it. I'm like, you were out for a few hours and you didn't really do anything. So how come you need to sleep forever afterwards? See, pain brain and a lot of exactly, Francesca. No, there was a breast. It is, Paige. I need to see it. I don't understand. It's the same with Diamond Art Club. They had these. What was the name of the? Was it a Lovell where she was laying in the water with an arrow and a butt cheek sticking out? That picture is so good. And then there was the was it the succubus or something where you see her from front and you can see her body and people went crazy because you can't do that and there are children and I'm like so are you telling me that your kids have never seen you naked because that is weird. I think it was succubus, the one, I don't know, I can't remember the name of them. I know what they look like. I mean, the first one we got where we saw this with horns or something from behind, and that one is cool. And then I don't know, a month or so ago, we got one that looked like it, but the horns were different. But when we saw from the front, I don't remember the name. You might know which one I mean. Um, and that one was, I mean, people went crazy. Exactly. If you want Lavelle, you need to be, prepared for boobs and butts. Yeah, butts and lotus. Yeah, Blood Moon. That is right, Linda. I just forgot the name. Succubus is from behind. And I'm like, I mean, if you like his artwork, then what seems to be the problem? Andy, yay! Finally! Have you used it? I mean, I think I've used mine 3 times. Exactly, Dawn. I'm like, I mean, what did you do if you have to take a bath with your kids as babies? There has just been this, well, it isn't a new one, but it's up again. One of our, isn't an actor or a stand up comedian, I don't know, but he put in a picture. You don't see anything, okay? You see him in the shower with his kid, his daughter, and you can't see anything from the kid. I mean, this is from belly up, so you don't see anything. And he was like, people have told me, says the text, that I, as a dad, can't shower with my daughter. That is unnatural and gross. And I am just wondering, what do you all think? I am her dad, and bodies are natural. I mean, are you crazy? And then even there has been this whole thing about male working in kindergartens can't change the diapers on little girls. And what do you think? Where is your brain a gutter or something? Anthony, he has an image of a demon that I find really interesting. You may do that one as a conversion. Ooh, so you have it as you can find it as a cross stitch, Anthony? Or do you need to ask him permission to do it? Because yeah, I need to go find that one, Anthony. That would be cool. Exactly, Morgana. If they don't like it, don't buy it. And I even saw one who bought the one with the woman with the arrow. She removed the arrow. That's one. And then she gave the woman panties. Why did you buy it again? Uh, Andy, for my community post, I am actually going to do a post for Deb, the crafted diamond. She is at 989 subs. I want her help to reach 1K. She has worked so hard to build her channel. Not sure how to post. You can just copy the link for her channel and then put it in your community post. I need to see. Anthony sent me the picture. A link. Ooh, yeah, that would be one for you. Stop it. Ooh, Anthony, that one is cool. Can I make it bigger? Look at that one. That is the one that Anthony is talking about. Isn't that cool? And it is already a cross stitch pattern. That is cool, Anthony. The colors is amazing. That blue and red and orange. I mean, I know this wouldn't be for everybody, but uh, panties and the art, exactly, Angie. And I'm like, why did you buy it if you are offended by a butt cheek? Everybody is loving Debbie's channel. Yeah, Morgana, that one is cool. And Angie's saying it is incredible picture. Exactly, Francesca. It is right up Anthony's alley. I'm trying to figure out your art style. No, starting. Yeah. And I'm like, this is totally Anthony. I mean, just look at the Medusa, and I still need to write Jade. I forgot that, Anthony, to tell her that I would love that Bosch painting. I don't know if you have seen the vlog that Anthony did, that he had um ordered some a picture from Jade where she would have to make a picture into cross stitch by Geronimus Bosch. I don't know if you've seen these panels. I saw them in Leonardo DiCaprio's documentary Before the Flood, that he had this above his crib when he was a child. There's three three panels. The middle one is um, a square, where you the first one over here you see kind of like Eden's garden. Everything is perfect. Humans and animals live amongst each other and stuff like that. um then in the middle you kind of have the ideal world, how basically stuff is today, and people is eating too much, spending too much, like kind of like the seven sins, kind of like a world today. And then you have the last panel, which is basically dark and gloomy and end of the world kind of picture. And uh, I love them. And if Jade are making those into a cross stitch pattern, I would love it if I could buy that pattern, because damn. I think so, Angie. Uh, I don't think that she had made it yet, but she planned on making, that butt cheek wear panties. Yes, Beth. The artwork that I showed from Peggy Collins, I love it. It's kind of like, I don't know if you saw the unboxing that I did from Peggy Collins that I got from Berta, that glass stained tree. I follow her on Facebook, and then I was just looking around, and I was like, there is a picture that I need. I wonder where it is. Where did it end up? Um, where did it go? It's gone. Hold up, trying to find it. Um, where did it go? It can't disappear on me. Um, I didn't. Sorry, it is gone. I need to find VIP, me, this one. If you have seen that glass stained tree, then you have this one, which is it's basically the same, but this one has pink and red and purple. Again, the colors is horrible, but imagine that most of the blue that you see here is purple, and then a ton of red and pink. And I wrote to Diamond Art Club and like, I need this one, please, because it's a sister painting of the glass stained tree. And I would love to have those side by side, because one of them is blue, green, a little purple, well, a lot of purple. Then you have that purple, red, and pink, which is, if you know me by now, I love them. And I love all these colors. So yeah, I just think I think Nina that people were listening and not writing. I don't know, but it did get quiet sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you've been following Peggy Collins. She has so much beautiful artwork. I mean, she does a lot of the stained glass art, but she does animals, a lot of cats, and a lot of trees and animals in general. And I'm like, can we please submit all of them to Diamond Art Club? I need about every one of these. She just did, what was that? An apple that is basically in stained glass. And I'm like, I need that one as well. I mean, you can't submit 100 pieces. You can't. But that tree, you're waiting for a Pomeranian. Does he have one, Morgana? I haven't seen it, but I don't know. Did you see that on her page? A Pomeranian? She does have a lot of dogs as well. So that is. Hmm. Anthony, how big does that picture has to be? Does it say? I didn't look. I just looked at the picture. What does it say? How big? Um, no, that is the count. I need to know how big it is. Okay, so it is a 503 by 700 stitches. So that is a big one, Anthony. That is almost 200 centimeters wide and 125 wide. Would Anthony, would you do that in one canvas or would you split it up? Okay, Morgana. I didn't think I voted on that one. Yeah, Dawn, it is huge. But I mean, you lost the live chat, Angie? That is weird. It just got silent here. Maybe, Francesca. I mean, I love the big one as well. If you just remember to take your breaks, then it won't get you burned out. Maybe. I mean, where did my paper go? Um, see, I lost it again. But the one that I'm going to do is even bigger. I wonder where I put it. I put it somewhere safe and now it's gone. But I would need to have 6 panels. Each one has to be 40 centimeters by 90. Yeah, that would be a good idea, Anthony. 3 horizontal panels. That would make it easier. Angie, a note to my manager, you finished Life of Tigers. Yay! Yeah, Anthony does huge diamond paintings. I love it. Yeah, huge. But I saw it as a mini, the one that I'm going to do, and it's just too pixelated. I mean, I didn't like it as the mini. It is beautiful, but it's just too pixelated. And I did find a seller on AliExpress that sells the port glue canvases, and it's not Ever Moment. So yeah, but I need to buy my drills from Ever Moment because they are the cheapest ones of all. when I have, if I want resin drills, they are still the cheapest ones. I think I'll have to pay around, I think with taxes, it would be around $150 or something like that. Around that. Yeah. It is too big for you, Angie. But if you put it in panels, that would make it more manageable, which it is what I'm going to do. Make panels, and then maybe I will do one panel, and then I do something else, and then I do a panel again. That way you don't get the burnout. And again, it isn't a race. You just need to take it easy. And I mean, Anthony could go on walks, do something else for a few days and then return. It doesn't need to be a race. Angie, I'm going to learn all this cross stitch conversion and follow the event, but my stash is too big with too many bigger kits, so I'm just going to work on those. I mean, Angie, Jade does have these little mini conversions. I think they're 30 by 30 centimeters. So if you would want to be a part of the event, you can just get one of the mini ones. I think which is that is also why that Jade is doing them, to let people who are curious and interested trying to do a mini one. I think that is so cool. So yeah. But we also have to remember that we are different. I mean, a lot of people like the little canvases, and then we are a bunch of us who just like big ones because it gives us more detail. And I think, especially with the cross stitch conversions, it does need to be big. Otherwise it'll just be too pixelated. So yeah. Mm. You're somehow hungry again. Gonna go to work mode. But you know what, Paige? I actually think that I'm going to end it here. I don't have a lot to tell you today, and I am a little blank in my head for visiting my mother-in-law. Oh, cool. So April 14th is where you will announce the event details. And all of Jade's mini kits qualify. Yay! See, Angie, you can just get a little one. It's okay, Paige. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the live here and take a nap and be ready for Sherry's live a little later. She has company today, so go check her out in a few hours. And yeah, yeah, I don't have anything else to tell you today. So don't forget to give a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my Women chat on Tuesday. And hopefully, I'll see you in Shay's live a little later. That's it. Yeah. Bye, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you on next Sunday. And until then, don't forget, I love you all. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.